As we announced yesterday evening, military forces conducted an airstrike against infrastructure utilized by Iranian-backed militant groups in eastern Syria. The strike was authorized in response to recent attacks against American and coalition personnel in Iraq and to ongoing threats to those personnel. 2 F-15E Strike Eagles dropped 7 precision-guided munitions, totally destroying 9 facilities and partially destroying 2 facilities, making them functionally destroyed. The structures were located at the Boukamal terrorist entry control point, located near the Syria-Iraq border on the Syrian side. This location is known to facilitate Iranian-aligned militia group activity. We have preliminary details about casualties on site, but I won't be able to discuss additional details at this time because our battle damage assessment is ongoing. This response was conducted together with diplomatic measures, including consultation with coalition partners. As we made clear last night, and I think through President Biden's order, he made clear that the United States will act to protect American and coalition personnel and our security interests in the region. The purpose for striking these targets was twofold. One, clearly, to try to make an impact on these groups and their ability to conduct future attacks, and two, to send a very clear signal that the United States is going to protect its people, and it's going to protect our interests, and it's going to protect those of our partners in the region. So these targets were chosen carefully, very deliberately, and struck in exact. We're confident that these were legitimate targets that were utilized by groups associated with these recent attacks. Structures, housing capabilities that they utilized to help perpetrate attacks on our troops and on our coalition partners in Iraq. We're confident in that. I'm not going to get into the specific intel of that. On the casualties, I've seen those press reports, Tom. As I said in my opening statement, we've received preliminary indications of casualties on site, but I don't have more detail right now in terms of numbers.
So multiple casualties.
We have preliminary indications of casualties on site. I'm not going to go any further than that. The Russians were contacted just prior to the strike using the deconfliction mechanism that is in place.